Well, hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the Ashes C1 channel with the After Dark Flea Market. About 5 or 6 seconds of lag. Make sure as you come in the door, you hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you a thing. We'll get some folks in here. Let me know who all's in the chat. Jack Gallman from Marion, North Carolina. Hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We'll get some folks in here and get started. Let us know what you're looking for in the chat. If you're looking for a particular type of coin, numismatic coin, let us know. We may just have it. Be happy to look that up for you. Hey, DA Fuzz, Cashmere, how are you? Fuzz, I'm just confirming that you got this. And this was the only thing you picked up. Is this correct? Was there anything else, or was this it? Over at Mama T's stream. Okay. Did you send me cash, or did you already send the payment already? I think you did. Just confirming. Yeah. First name starts with a D, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? All right. Yeah, I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it. Okay. Just making sure. Yep. Okay. Thanks. All right. Welcome in, folks. Just again, let me know in the chat what you're looking for. If you're looking for a particular denomination or type of coin, let me know. If you're looking for foreigns, I do have a lot of reals, which we're probably going through those reals here today. If you would like to sell, feel free to click on the link over there on the top of the chat, pinned at the top. Click that link. You can come into the bottom down here where I'll see you on StreamYard, and I'll bring you up on the stream. If you'd like to send an email, just like we do on trade day, happy to do that for you. Just send an email to silver.ashes.66@gmail.com, and we will bring your emails up here directly. I apologize for having this camera on autofocus, but it's giving me a fit. I reinstalled the software. I'm not sure what the deal is. Not working like it should, but it still works, and we can see all sorts of good, cool stuff. So, Moose Socks. Hey, Moose Socks, how you doing? Hey, Moose Socks, I picked up a new book. Got it yesterday. I got another one coming too, but let me show you this book. I know you'll like this. Hey, Forrest. But I picked this book up. The Authoritative Reference on Commemorative Coins. And this thing is just chock full, wrote by Kevin Flynn, published in 2008. So sales information that's in the book is from 2008. But, like the Gettysburg, it tells you how many were struck, how many were melted, what was authorized, how the design came about. Let me show you this one, which is real cool. Yeah, and I got another one coming too. A guy over on Whatnot put me in on them, but this is what the Alabama looks like, right? So there's the 2x2 and the normal Alabama in the reverse. But this is how it started out. It even has the rough sketches of when they started, hey, we want it to look like this with these two guys right here. And it shows you what it should look like. And it's such a cool thing. And then in the back of the book, every letter, every communication that was written, like here's one from Caroline Peddle from 1893 criticizing or talking about the criticism of the Isabella Quarter. Man, it's just so cool. Yeah, it's such a cool book, and I like commemoratives a lot. So, as most of y'all know, so I just thought that was pretty cool. Pick that up on Amazon. It's like $28. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, the drawings, man. The drawings are cool, man. Um, let's see if I got some more drawings in here. Like that's the original sketches for the Iowa. So I mean, it looks super super nice. That was done there in about 1945 or so. But it talks about the sales prices and everything else that went along with it. So very cool. Um, I wish the Pan American, the Pan Pacific. Look at the reverse on that thing. Look how nice that would have been if it had come out like that. But probably difficult to do, but still pretty cool. Civil War and Hard Times token. I bet there's one out there. And you know me, I love a good hunt. We'll find one. We're going to find it for sure. But again, if there's anything that you're looking for, folks, let us know. Happy to try to find it for you. And this daggone autofocus thing, I don't know what I got to do to fix it, but it's a pain in the hind end. I don't like it, but it's still working pretty well. I mean, I can get you up here close and show the coins look good. So this is a 1748 8 real, Mexico City. Oh, you've already got them in your Amazon wish list. Oh, right on. That's cool. Yeah. The other book I actually bought from a Goodwill store that had it posted on Amazon, and they're in Seattle, Washington. That's where the other one, it'll be here Tuesday. But I've decided to go down that rabbit trail of trying to understand all there is about commemorative. So something else to do. If anybody is interested, you are more than welcome to send an email to the email address right there, silver.ashes.66@gmail.com. Uh, if I sell you anything, please send me an email to that same email address. Let me know what you purchased so I have your name and your mailing address at the top of my emails. And I can take PayPal, friends and family, or Cash App. I do shipping is $6 unless you're doing something small and I can mail it in an envelope, then it would be $1. And if you get something big and it needs to have different type of shipping, and we can talk about that for sure and make sure we get you the right shipping and the right amount. Well, I'm going to start out until we get some more folks in here. I'm going to go ahead and start out. We got 11 folks here. I'm going to start out with some type coins. So if there's anything in your type set you're looking for, you can let me know. Any price you see until I tell you different, we will take 5% off of the price of these coins today. If you see anything you like, 5% off the price. We won't, what you see, you'll pay 5% less. Here's an 1829 classic head half cent. 1829. There's the reverse. Only 487,000 minted. Super nice condition. Here's an 1804 drape bust half cent. Does have a hole. 1804. If it didn't have the hole, this would be 350. We're asking 120 with the hole. There's an 1828 13 star classic half cent. Been shot or punched with something. We're not sure what happened to it. Asking 75 for that one. A little harder to get, only 606,000 minted. Again, make sure you say hello in chat. Let me know who's here. We always like to talk to our friends here when you're here. Here's an 1864 2-cent piece. 1864 2-cent piece. Everyone always wants to know about the weed. Just showing you right there. That's a W and the E in the high spot. Not very present at all, but there's the rest of the coin. 1864. And here's a reverse. That one is 22. Hey, Danny Dave, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you stopping by. I have lots of 2-cent pieces all the way up through 1869. Several different years there. This one has some tape residue on it. Still a nice coin. Here's an 1852 3-cent silver. 1852 3-cent silver. 98 in the shade. What state are you in, Dave? I forget. Hello, 210. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. $18.52, 3-cent silver. Oregon. Gotcha. And this is 70. Right now it's 74 here in Virginia. That's where I'm located. The southwestern portion of the state. It's a 52. I have a 53 and a 54. Here's a 54. $3-cent nickel. One's 130. There's Jack Gallman from Marion, North Carolina. Jack, how are things coming down there? You getting stuff sorted out after Helene? Here's 1865. 3-cent nickel. 32. Yeah, tell us how hot it is where you are, folks. Let us know. There's 1881, 3-cent nickel. '93 where Forest is. Ooh, that's melting weather right there. Nice condition on that. That one's 74. Cashmere is 85 in Southern California. Here's a 1837 seated half dime. Anybody know what's special about the 1837 seated half dime? What's special about that coin? I know y'all know. Just see somebody will tell me what's special about that one. 90, Chapel Hill today. No stars. That's right. No stars. Just got to get the underpinning under your house. All right. Right on. And it is the first year. Ding, ding, ding. We got winners all around. Got probably a little bit of glue right there. A little acetone would take that off. But still super nice coin. First year, no stars. As opposed to, here's an 1843. Super nice condition. Circulation cameo we like to see. That one's 80. Oh, that's awesome. A week off and then 12 more days of work and you're retired. That's outstanding. Here is 1861. Now this is a seated half dime. That one's 130. And we'll take 5% off of those today. If there's anything you're looking for, let me know. There's an 1883 no cents V nickel. Welcome in, everybody. How you doing, Mr. Blue? Welcome. Thank you. Smash that. That's right. Smash that thumbs. That was 94. That's one of the racketeer nickels. They made those. And the racketeer nickels put a little gold plating on them and passed them off as a $5 gold piece. It's a 1912. With an S mint mark. 120. One of those key dates you need for the set. I do not have any 30th anniversary 2016 with edge lettering. I do not have any of those. 1875 seated dime. It was 90. Here's an 1876 seated dime. 1876 seated dime. This used to be a piece of jewelry or a love token. The letters SA engraved on it. SA. Could be AS. That one's 30. And here's a special 1876 dime. This is a sitting Liberty, not a seated, but this is sitting. It's only 19 bucks, but it's special being a sitting Liberty. Going to the Orlando Fun Show in January. That'd be nice. Yep, I guarantee you can find them there for sure. Thank you, Mr. Blue. Here's 1877 seated Liberty dime. Carson City. It's 180. $1882. Nice condition down here. There's a reverse. That one's 145. $1875 S. 1875 S. 20-cent piece. That was 230. And I have some that are not as nice. This is the least of the four that I have. 1875 S. 20-cent piece. There's that estimate mark. You can see 20. That one's 130. You're going to take 5% off any price that I show you here unless I tell you otherwise. $1856. This is a seated quarter. 120. $1858 seated quarter. This one is 80. This is a super nice example. Pretty affordable at $80. If I miss anything in the chat, folks, just type it in again, and I'll probably see it. Try to keep a close eye on it so I don't miss anything. This is a super nice example. This is a 1861. Been cleaned, but you can read full Liberty. Got a little rim ding there about 4 o'clock, a little rim ding there about 11 o'clock. There's a reverse. 57. 1876. $38 and $66. So let me see. I don't think. I have a 28 and then a 53 on the corner. And then I go from 61 to 76. I don't have either one of those, Jetmate. But I'll be on the lookout for them. Put that on my list. Moose. Fox. 1838. 1866. See the quarter. Yep, first year typeset. I got you. The 1917 S Type 1. There's an S mint mark right there. This one is 115. Really nice coin. Jetmec, welcome in. The last two you need? Got you. Here's an 1808 cat bust half. 1808 cat bust half. That was 220. Oh, that's not a bad coin to pick up, is it? 1809 cat bust half. 155. 1810 cat bust half. 350 on that one. I'll show you these next two. They're I got several cat busts, but let me show you this. This is 1828 cat bust half. Look at the stars on the rims, how they are elongated out and go out. I believe that's a Overton 105. Ringmaster Array. What's up, buddy? Need a Type 1917 D Type 2 SLQ. All right, I'm just adding it to my list. Never know what we might find. This one's 575. $18.29 large letter cat bust. $3.95. $18.31. $1.45. Here's 1833. Nicely dark toned. This is 200. There's a little spot right there. About 7 o'clock on the rim. $18.33. Do I know how to tell from the obverse only if a cap bust half is edge lettered or reeded lettered? Well, just from the obverse only, it has something to do with that date, right? That was 360. Yep. Yeah, I knew 36 was the only one that had both. So lettered edge has 6 stars on the right, while the reeded has 7. There you go. Here's 1834. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars right there on that 1834. This one's 360. Here's an 1837. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 1837, but there's also a size difference. So Jetmec or Moose Socks, the 1836 reeded and the 1836 lettered edge, are they also two different size coins like these are? I know they changed size in, I believe it was 36s when they started getting smaller. Y'all feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Won't hurt my feelings. 1837 is 100. And we'll look it up here in just a second. Here's a 1855 O with arrows. This is a seated Liberty half dollar. Got a little bit of a spot right there. You can see right there. The rim ding. Very beautiful coin. That one's 145. And let's see what the book says about those cat bust. The 2026 doesn't give you the red book does not give you the dimensions on the coins. Love a Trump coin better. Nothing wrong with that now. I don't have any Trump coins right now. But somebody here that's in chat may have one. Shadow Man and Shadow Man, thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here, talking to us in chat. So the 1836 lettered edge has a diameter of approximately 32.5 millimeters. And the 36 reeded edge has a 30 millimeters. So there's 2.5 millimeters difference in the lettered edge versus the reeded edge. And that's according to the 2025 Red Book. That's a nice pickup for sure. Again, folks, if you're looking for anything in particular, let me know. If you need 90%, we can do 90%. Anything you're looking for, just let me know. Nice little seated half. Old cut right through her throat. 76 Carson City. 115. Very nice coin though. Morgan forced you. I wish Morgan would come sit over here with us and chat. He don't have to buy nothing. It would just be neat for him to come over here and just hang out with us. I'd like to see him. I know his sidekick comes over here every once in a while. Mr. Lucky. He is a lucky fella, isn't he? Here's an 1880 Carson City. Hey, Big Flip. What's up, my friend? How are you doing? Oh, Morgan's? Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll get that for sure. He does a great job over here. Look at the reverse of this Carson City, folks. See the colors? Isn't that cool? This camera is really ticking me off. There we go. Blues, reds, oranges, purples, over to white. This is an 1880 Carson City. 1880 Carson City. And in the GSA for the 1880 Carson City, this is $1,150. $1,150. If there's anyone interested. 1880 Carson City. Yep, Forrest and Jet both just put Morgan's channel up there. There you go. It's right there. And if you hear the grandbabies in the background, they're having fun. Laughing and cutting up and carrying on. Jonathan said, exactly. Uh, 1150, Mr. Blue, 1,150. Yeah, yesterday was, man, it was crazy between G-Dub and who was it? G-Dub and who was typing over yesterday so fast? Was it Forrest or somebody else? They were typing in Ben before he showed the coin. Yeah, Forrest. I thought so, yeah. 1969D Kennedy and ICG. Yeah, you got a pre-bid over there for sure. Have to pre-bid. The 1976 Bicentennial. In a proof 68 cameo. That's $22. And it is in a Trader B purple core from Whatnot. Trader B channel right there. 22 bucks. $78S proof 69 deep can. Plaid. 16 bucks. $80S. Nicely toned. Proof 67, 16 bucks. It's toned on both sides, really nice coin. $1980S in proof 69. 16 bucks. If you have a Kennedy book, you need nice examples. Here's some nice examples. Very affordable. 81S Type 1 in proof 69 Ultra Cameo. 16 bucks. $82S proof 69 Deep Cam. PCGS uses Deep Cam where NGC uses Ultra Cameo. Same designation. 16. $83S in proof 69 Ultra Cameo. Big Flip, how's the lake? 16. Here's an 83S and 69. This one is 16. PCGS. 84 Philly and MS64. A little harder to come by. This is 30. $84S. Proof 69 Ultra Cameo. 16. $85S. Proof 69. 16. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Welcome in. Here's a 1987S Proof 69 Deep Can, PCGS graded. 16. And an ICG holder. ICG, they call it a Proof 70 Deep Can. Let me do that one for 16. 88S and Proof 69 Deep Can. 16. 89S, PCGS. That one's 16. That one's starting to do that toning around the edge. You can see it right there. $19.89S, Proof 69 Ultra Cameo. Do that one for 16. $19.90S, Proof 69. 16. And a independent coin grading authentication slab, a 1990S. Very attractive coin. We'll do it for the same. And the last in this box is a 1991S Proof 69 Deep Cameo. That one's 16. Here in a PCGS holder is a Morgan silver dollar. This is an 1881S in MS65 with toning around the edges. Roadies, if you'll send me an email, Roadies, right here, I'll connect you to. Send me an email and I'll connect you with her. And here's the reverse. Very attractive coin. This one's $225. $1914D wheat cent. $1914D. PCGS graded, certified in AG3. This one is $120. There's a 1909S VDB. Fine details. This coin was sent off to the Numismatic Conservation Services, which is part of NGC. You can see it right there. This is the key date for the Wheatie set. They sent it off, came back, fine details, and they call it damaged. There you can see that groove in the jacket just above the base of the jacket. You see that curved line, that is the damage. It continues on up a little bit up until the E in Liberty. You can see it right there, same curved line. Ah, no worries, man. Glad you got that. Good deal. And on the reverse, there's the VDB right there. So 1909S VDB. That is $1,150. $11.50. 1965 special mint set, MS66. All right, Kevin, I'll get right to you. Let me show these right here, and I'm going to show Kevin's emails. 1965 special mint set in an MS66 Kennedy half dollar. This one is $30. $30. 1966 special mint set in MS67. Well, it's just me. Nobody else is here, brother. So as soon as I get done, I'll show it. This one's 75. Probably going to be a short night, but yeah, that's okay. I have two 1969 S's, both proof 68, graded by NGC, and be choice 25 bucks. Choice 25. $1966 Jefferson nickel in MS65. That's 27 bucks. $17.73 Virginia halfpenny colonial. That's 100. 1773 Virginia halfpenny. King George said, hey, we need to get some more copper coins to the colonies over there in 1773, and they went down to the Tower of London in 1774 and hammered these things out and shipped them over in 1775. And then we said, the heck with you, Great Britain. We're going to be our own country in 1776. Just 5 more pieces and we're going to go to the emails. 2016 out of Tuvalu, 1 ounce silver, $1 value, government backed. This is a MS-70 Pearl Harbor 75th anniversary. $100. And here is its cousin. Same year, same design, just a little bit smaller and a different metal. PCGS MS-70 Pearl Harbor. This is a $15 coin out of Tuvalu. And this particular coin is 1/10 ounce of 4/9 gold. It is $425, $425. Anybody see the market open yet on silver? What's it doing? Yep. Gold's up to $33.12 and silver is up to over $36 right now. Climb, baby, climb. Platinum's over 1160, almost 1161. Palladium's at 1037. So precious metals are on the climb. 1784, 2 escudos. Out of Colombia, the Papaya Mint. 90% gold coin. This is $905, $905. 1998 ICG MS70, graded by ICG, American Gold Eagle, 1/10 ounce. This coin is $465. On May 31st, was valued at $550. So right there, that's $85. $85 of equity built in if you purchase today at $465. And the last, before we go to the emails, is a 2004 West Point minted Proof 70 Ultra Cameo $5 Gold Eagle. Yeah, isn't it something, Moose Ox? Beautiful Ultra Cameo Proof $5 gold coin. This is $455, and on the 31st, it was valued at $525. So $70 equity if you purchase this coin today. All right. Well, thanks for looking at that, folks. Right now, we're going to go over to the emails and go through the emails. And unless there's a request after the emails, we might just call it a day. First up, folks, these are all from Kevin Rose. First up is an Ethiopian opal, hand cut 2.25 carats of natural Ethiopian opal, cut and cabbed by Kevin Rose. It's 12.6 by 8.8 millimeters, and it's $225 shipped. $225. And right there is the coin and its measurements. The coin. That's not a coin. I knew better. We know what that is. Nice opal. There we go. Very pretty. Look at that. All those beautiful colors in that. Buy this from Kevin and then commission him to put it into a piece of jewelry for you. It'd be the best of both worlds doing that. Couldn't ask for anything better than that for sure. There it is, 12.6 millimeters wide and 8.8 millimeters tall, or whichever way you'd like to put it. And that is $225 shipped, $225 shipped to your door. Hello, Kraken, my friend. How are you, sir? Here is an Australian Lightning Ridge opal. This is hand cut and cabbed by Kevin. 1.45 carats untreated. It's $145 shipped or best offer. $145 shipped or best offer. And there's the weight. And again, look at that beautiful stone. Right there it is. Again, you purchase this and then you commission him to make you a beautiful piece of jewelry to wear that on. You can't go wrong with that, folks. That's just great stuff. Great stuff for sure. Again, that's $145 shipped, $145 shipped to your door. Kevin Hawthorne, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Here is Ethiopian opal number 2. Opal number 2. This is 1.45 carats of untreated, cut and cabbed by Kevin. It's 18.5 long and 8 millimeters wide. It's $145 shipped or best offer. Yeah, aren't these awesome? Look at that. That's such a beautiful stone right there. 18.5 millimeters long and 8 millimeters wide. There's another view of it. And there's the weight. And again, this is 1.45 carats for $145 or best offer. And that's reasonable offer. And it can be shipped to you. Feel free to make an offer in the chat. for anything you see here on the screen. Up next is Ethiopian Opal number 3. This is 2.55 carat, 2.55 carats. It's 15 by 7.5 millimeters, untreated. This is natural Ethiopian Opal, and it was cut and cabbed all by Q and Rose. And this is $255 shipped or best offer. This is some sand inclusion. That's what those dark spots are. I learned all about that, and I remembered. Doesn't hurt anything, depending on how you put it in a sitting. You may not even see that. And there, look at that. Look how there's beautiful colors, the yellows, the oranges, the reds, the blues, the purples, the pinks. Such a beautiful, beautiful stone. And there's the weight, 2.55 carats, 2.55 carats. Again, $255 shipped or best offer. Feel free to make an offer in the chat. Up next, Montana Garnet gravel bags. These bags are fun for everybody. They are guaranteed to contain at least 20 carats of almandine garnets. Some you could facet. He has 5 bags available, and these are $30 shipped to your door. $30 shipped to your door. That's right. Kraken says Kevin Rose was paying attention when I taught him how to make jewelry. Kraken, you're just so special. Special, special. There's that bag, folks. Got all that gravel in there. You get those out, you wash them up, and start seeing some stuff right here. And then you pull those out, and this is what they look like. There's that almandine garnet straight out of Montana. Fun for the whole family to pan these out. Again, these are $30 shipped. $30 shipped to you. He did just the opposite. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Bumblebee pendant. This is the Bumblebee Jasper set in sterling. It's 9.6 grams of sterling silver with a 60.2 carat Bumblebee Jasper. It's handmade with a COA included. This is $70 shipped. $70 shipped to your door. You can see why they call it Bumblebee, that yellow and black. And as I told him yesterday, it looks more to me like Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. That's what it looks like to me, like the way his Charlie Brown shirt would be. There's Kevin's Maker's Mark, the Rose, and the 925 stamp. And again, this is $70 shipped to your door. $70 shipped to your door. Next is, I think, the most beautiful piece that I've seen that he has done, and I've seen a lot over the time we've been doing this, but I think this particular stone is the prettiest. This is a Rio Azul Campitos turquoise with Tick Canyon magnesite. It's set in a 925 sterling sitting. It's 2 inches in length with a certificate of authenticity, which tells you it's Native American made. It's 15 grams total weight. This is $105 shipped. $105 shipped to your door. And that's right. Charlie Brown, after he got kicked, she yanked the ball up from under him, turned him sideways. Exactly. But look how pretty this is, folks. This thing is beautiful. There's the reverse. Kevin's Maker Mark is up here on the top. And then it's double stamp for sterling, 925. Doubly fine, 925 sterling silver. But this is 105 shipped, $105 shipped to your door. And just so you can see it, we can get a little closer. See all those beautiful colors? That's a great piece. Up next are two rings. These are both size 7, and they come from the number 8 mine for turquoise. These are Navajo handmade. They are $90 shipped, $90 shipped. One weighs just a little bit more than the other, and that's because of the difference in size of the stone. Both are size 7. One weighs 8.2, the other 7.7. This is the 7.7 stone right here, this one right here with these nice little inclusions right here, these nice little marks right there. And there's the backside. And this is the 8.2 weight ring right there, 8.2. And there they both are. This one on the left is the 8.2. The one on the right is 7.7. Your choice, $90 shipped. Take them both, 180 bucks. Can't go wrong with that. Wear one on both rings or one on both hands. You can't go wrong with that for sure. Father's Day is coming up. Buy one of these, give them to your father so they can give them to your mother so your dad can get lucky. Hey, come on. Help them out. Help a fella out, right? You might get a hug in the hallway. But very beautiful. Up next is the armor ring. The armor ring is 2.5 inches long. It's size 8.5. And Kevin, is this size 8.5 from the top all the way to the bottom? Is it a continuous size all the way down? This is 27.9 grams of sterling silver. It's been repaired and repolished. It's $225 shipped, $225. And there it is, your own little knuckle armor. 210 stacks. Please send Kraken an email with your address. And he's got his email address in the chat. And there is the armor. And there's the 925 stamps. There's one right there. And there's one right there. You could put this on and do finger animation. You could march across the camera. You could become viral in just a matter of minutes trying to protect the world to kill some dragon coin with your finger covered in armor. How cool would that be? But again, this is a 2.5 inch long, size 8.5 armor ring. It's 27.9 grams of sterling silver, and it's $225 shipped to you. $225 shipped to you. And our last email is a Sanskrit and sterling beaded necklace. This is a graduated bead necklace. It starts at a minimum of 18 inches and will extend out to 24 inches in length. It is new condition. It is $90 shipped, $90 shipped. And there that beautiful necklace is. You can see it's called graduated because as you start back here at the back next to the clasp, the beads are smaller, and as they get closer to the center, this center bead is the largest and they get smaller again. It's a graduated bead necklace, and you adjust it with the size or where you hook your clasp in the chain right there. There you see the maker's mark. That is the Desert Rose Trading Company, and it is stamped 925, 925 silver. The ends, the chain, and the small little silver balls are sterling silver. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool to have a whole hand that was that way? This is $90 shipped, folks. $90 shipped to your door. If there's any interest in any of the items that we just showed for Kevin, let us know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Be happy to go back and look at those once again. Those things are just awesome, awesome, awesome. What have I been fantasizing about? No. It would be cool, Yeah, a sword. Come across the other side, have a little sword fight. You could do all that stuff. Finger puppets. That's funny. Well, folks, we've been on for a little over an hour and 12 minutes. What would you like to chat about? We're not selling anything, and that's okay. What would you like to talk about? What questions do you have? Let me know. Let's talk about something here. We'll go for a little bit longer, and then we'll probably call it a day. Anybody picked up anything really cool lately? I picked up a old Spanish Trail and a Hudson commemorative, and maybe a week after next, I should get a. Hey, Vincent, how's it going? And a week after next, hopefully, I'll get a Cincinnati, and then all I gotta do is find that A and Tim. Ashes likes to remake Lord of the Rings with all of his coins. Yes. Yep, we could do that. Oh, I got you. Ringmaster Ray's on the travels today, probably. Dogs. Yeah, I don't think he picked up his dog poo. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else to talk about. He picked up an 1864 2-cent piece in mint state red and gold. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm all about getting. If it looks like it hasn't been cleaned, so you don't get the details great, I'm all about grading coins. I think it always works out nice that way. We did pick up a few more commems. Going to here, the ones we picked up. Yeah, I mean, the grading companies, they all do good work. You just got to pick which one you think you would like best, and which one works out best for you. I think a lot of people like CAC. I like CAC green beans, but not CAC G. I don't particularly care for the CAC grading service because they try to carry a premium, and in my opinion, they don't have the same uh, weight on pricing because they're only graded by one company, whereas a PCGS or NGC sent in with a green bean or a gold bean, two people have agreed or said it was better than what it is. So that's why. I seem a little stuffy. Nah. Well, thanks for that. That was Arkansas. That Arkansas was 155. Here's a Robinson, 260. I I I, th- I think so, Moose Sucks. I think they have to. I think they want to be more competitive and they want people to buy their products. So I think the big three will all get a little closer to each other. I think CAC, PCGS, and NGC have to get closer It looks the new grader. Yeah, and I think that oh, nice, nice. Now I added that coin that I showed earlier today. I had it added to that old slab holder site. Yeah, I paid the guy, and he gave me access to all of those other pages, and I sent him mine in. Mine wasn't added on there. He added it to it, and then saw one sold on Whatnot that wasn't on there, so I sent them the information about it, and they added it. So that's pretty cool, Silver Coin Hunter. But yeah, this is a 36. This is a Cleveland. This one is 210. But yeah, I think ICG is getting better. Well, you could submit a CAC G holder for a CAC for a bean, but they won't do that because they've already green beaned it. They won't bean it twice. It's already got a green bean in the holder. They won't do it twice. 155 on this San Diego Pacific International Expo. And here's one not as nice condition. This is 115 San Diego. Here's 1926 Sesquicentennial. This is the 150th anniversary of our Declaration of Independence. Super nice coin. Texas. That's a 35D out of Texas. Here's a 34 Philly out of Texas. That one's 145. Here's a 22 Grant. This coin looks a lot nicer in person when it does on here. It's got those little dark spots, but it's toned. It has lots of luster left on this coin. It just doesn't show well on the camera, but super nice coin. Here's a 20 Pilgrim. 1920 Pilgrim. 170. Yeah, so at 1934 Texas Independence Centennial. Yep, so 1834 was, and it actually shows you right here, 1836, 1936, but they started doing it earlier. And to give you the right information, let me get my new book out, The Authoritative Reference on Commemorative Coins, and let me go to Texas and see what it says so we can give you the correct information. My first chance to use the book. The Texas coin, let's see here what it says. Talks about all of the design, the description. 1836 to 1936. I started minting these in oh yeah, Vincent. Yeah. The Authoritative Reference on Commemorative Coins from 1892 to 1954 by Kevin Flynn. I have another book coming into it'll be here Tuesday, a different book. But I decided I wanted to know all I could know about commems, and this particular book, man, it's super cool. Like on this Texas, I'll show you here the pages. appendix of this so we can look at it here. So as we look into the book right here, I got it on Amazon, Vincent, like 30 bucks, 28 bucks. So it tells you all of what was minted, what was melted, and what the net numbers are. It was to commemorate the independence of Texas in 1836. They authorized it in 33. And it talks about the mintage reports, what was actually minted. This is the designer. This is what they wanted it to look like. These are the drawings of the first. End up coming out with a coin. And all this information here talks about them, like just on this Texas coin. And this is one of the largest ones. It just keeps going and keeps talking. Scarce dates, striking, wear points, where to look when you're grading it. So a wear point, look on the obverse on the eagle's chest and upper leg. And on the reverse, it's on Victory's knee and an eyebrow. So that tells you where to look so you can start grading them a little better. Scrapping, hoarding, tinkering, fun. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying now, Rudy. Yeah, I got you. And then these are some values from 2008. Here's auctions from 2008 that Kevin Flynn recorded. The populations of NGC of these coins and in PCGS. Even shows you a picture of the repunched mint mark for the 1938D. And then, it goes on to each coin, but if you come on over a little bit, and then what it shows you, these are all the letters that were sent to the superintendent of the mints. Here's a letter from 1893 and talks about the different coins. But he grabbed all of these, through the Freedom of Information Act, and has all of these. See what he says about the Texas. Pan Pack, Spanish Trail, Stone. So the very first letter he had is to the Undersecretary of the Treasury from the Chairman of the Commission of Fine Arts in 1934 regarding problems. Can you do anything to stop the deluge of 50-cent pieces for all sorts of commemorative purposes? We now before have a Texas. So this person didn't like the Texas one coming out. But I just think it's so cool to have this book. Here is, see if I can get you the information here on it. There's some of the information. But yeah, if you just go to Amazon, type in the authoritative reference on commemorative coins and that date, and then that will pop right up. And like I said, it's like 28 bucks. So I thought it was a super nice reference book to have. I have a little library on my desk that I look at stuff between older coin books and then this. I just thought it was really nice. Yeah, and then I'll tell you what the other one was too. The other one is called the Encyclopedia of United States Silver and Gold Commemorative Coins. And I'll put a link for that in the chat. A little easier just to grab that link and go to it right there. That one I got for next to nothing. How much was it? It wasn't much. I paid 18 bucks for that one, but I bought it used from Oregon from a Goodwill store. So that's coming, and that's just another same style of book. Gives you information. So, and that was published in 1981. So, if you want to know about something, you have to study it, right? So, I'm excited about it, but that's what I've decided to put all my time and effort into is my commemorative set. Here is California Jubilee, Diamond Jubilee, California Diamond Jubilee. 405. If anyone's interested in it, I'd do you a better deal than 405 on that one. If you're interested, let me know. Pilgrim, another Pilgrim. $285. Roadies, next time go to, if you have a Hobby Lobby stocks those books. They stock them. Super nice. This coin is so much better than this coin. Yeah, I mean, it's the same coin, but man, it's just like, this thing is just awesome. I'd like to have a 1920 in that shape. Here's a 23S, Monroe Doctrine. That was only $60. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that now. You never go wrong with getting a good sale. Here's a 1918 Lincoln, Illinois Centennial. This one's $290. Then we have Stone Mountains for days. I have several Stone Mountains. If anyone's interested in Stone Mountains, I have 6 or 8 of those. Yeah, the Pilgrim I think is a very nice coin. You know, yeah, that's just like this is a 1893 second year Columbia Exposition. But I mean, the reverse, man, it's just crazy. You can see all the planks in the ship right there. It's super nice. '46 Booker T. Washington. That's $50. They make good moonshine in Franklin County, Virginia. Just a couple hours up the road from me. Here's a 1952 Washington Carver. Beautiful coin. Some toning. This is 130. And then here's 2 more 52s, and these are both 70 each. So, and then lastly on commem, since I'm just showing commems, and I think we're going to call it a day, here is a 1924 Huguenot. 1924 Huguenot. This is ICG crack out. We bought the collection. It had been in an ICG holder, graded MS 64. That one's 174. You notice there's a lot of ships look like this on the coins. I mean, isn't that cool? Oh yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna go right back to this. I got 2 coins here, and I'll go right back to this, sir. Absolutely. Here is a Daniel Boone, 1936. This was cracked out. a PCGS holder. It was graded MS64 and 1936D. That one's 210. Super low mintage on it, only 5,005. And the last commem is the 1893 Isabella quarter, the first commemorative quarter until the 1982 quarter. Here is Queen Isabella. And the reverse. That one is 300. That's, yes. You know, so in the classic commems, there is 1 quarter, there is $1, and all the rest. 48 different pipes are half dollars. Let's go back to these Kennedys. $1984 Philly MS64. Yep, and then they added those 2 Norse medals, man. And I'm going to get those. I'm going to put them in the books. I'm going to have a 52 coin set, Moose. I'm going to get a thick and a thin. Once I get this Cincinnati and I get the Antietam, that's the next 2 on the list. No, they cannot. Every state does not have a commem. Some states have multiple commems. Arkansas has 2 commems. There's 84S and proof 69. There you go, Vincent. Yeah, I mean, you could contribute. How much is the S mint? 16. $16. All the proof 69s are $16. That's, you know, as much as I hate reading and there's not many pictures, that's one of the things I'm going to read that orange book for, is to try to learn more on that. Yes, sir. You got it, Vincent. Thank you. You got it. All right, folks. Is there anything else that anyone would like to see before we call it? Oh, did you see these, Vincent? You may have already seen them. I can't remember. You remember? And if you saw that one, since you're rewatching it, and if you saw that one. Excuse me. Yep. You just let me know. No worries. You know me. All right, folks. Are there any other questions or anything else that you would like to see before we call it a day? All right, roadies, you have a great day, sir. Well, folks, I hope you all have a great week. Today is the first day of the week. Make sure you do something nice for somebody this week. Commem crackouts. Yeah, it's crazy they cracked those out, but they put them in. It was in an older book, and we just bought the collection. It's pretty neat. So I just try to share those with everybody. But do something nice for somebody this week. Go out of your way to do it. Make somebody feel nice, feel special. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. You know how to get a hold of me. It's real simple, right there. And Vincent, please email JetMech. Please email JetMech. But everybody have a great evening. Have a great week. And until we see each other again, stay safe and good night. Bye-bye.